What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing another Manchester City transfer update. I am rolling out daily Manchester City transfer updates throughout all of the summer transfer window for you guys to enjoy. So if you haven't already, do make sure you have subscribed. I'll keep you up to date first and fast with all the latest Manchester City transfer news this summer on YouTube. Also, don't forget as well, social media links there in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up as well if you do enjoy this video. 500 likes once more is the like goal. Also, don't forget as well to let me know your thoughts of what you make of these transfers in the comments below. And lastly, this video is sponsored and it's brought to you by BetUS. All details to BetUS there in the description if you want to go and check that out. It is available only to those in the United States of America, but BetUS, it's super convenient, highly recommended as well. So if you want to go and check that out, then all the details and links are in the description. So let's crack on with this video, and we're going to start off with the outs, and we're going to start off with a very interesting piece of information with regards to the transfer of Samuel Edozie to Bayer Leverkusen. Now, my first initial instincts on this was this transfer was close to being completed. He'd travelled and visited Germany and then headed to Croatia to join up with the EDS, the Manchester City's elite development squad there for their pre-season tour and warm training camp in Croatia. And whilst that was going on, he was going to complete his move to Bayer Leverkusen. However, that hasn't happened, and Kicker in Germany said that this deal is nowhere near being close to being completed. Man City looking for €6 million, and it's been reported by Kicker in Germany that there is now interest from other clubs as well. So I don't know whether it's something to do with a fee and Leverkusen unhappy with that, or whether it is because there's interest from other clubs in Edozie that he's considering his options, or maybe it's a mixture of both. But it does explain why he's returned back to the elite development squad for Manchester City and why he is still a Manchester City player. Now, Fabrizio Romano has added a little bit more information on this and said that Southampton are now trying to hijack this deal. Firstly, surprise, Southampton going after all the young players from Manchester City this summer, but also that will explain again why this transfer isn't close to being completed, because there's now interest from another club, a club that may well be willing to pay that fee, or maybe willing to pay a little bit more as well. So that's further complicated things from a Leverkusen point of view. I personally feel like a move to Leverkusen would suit Edozie better than it would playing for Southampton. I just think Leverkusen within the next season or two, he'll be prospering, he'll be playing as a first team regular, whereas at Southampton he could be, but I'm not convinced that he would. So we'll see what happens with regards to Samuel Edozie, but I'm confident that he will be one of the next young players out of the exit door on a permanent basis from Manchester City this summer. Now, moving on, we do have a little bit of a confirmed transfer, and it comes in the form of Jan Couto. Now, he has signed for Girona on a season-long loan, and before you guys start thinking that's underwhelming, they're in La Liga, so that's great experiences there for Jan Couto. A season, if he is a first team regular, that is, then I'm all for this loan. If he's not, then I think this is an awful decision from Manchester City. But if he is going to be a first team regular, a season of La Liga action under his belt will serve him very, very well. And I'm very interested to see what happens with Jan Couto, and I'm excited when it gets to next March time, when it gets to that international break, when I do my loan reports to see whether this story that I'm reporting right now will be a success for Manchester City and Jan Couto or not. Now, moving on to the ins, we've got a quick update on Marc Cucurella, and Graham Potter, the manager at Brighton and Hove Albion, has given a little bit of clarity on the future of Marc Cucurella. Now, he says that Cucurella is happy at Brighton despite the reports. He says that the player is being linked with the exit door. It's always going to be unsettling. He says it cannot be helped, and it is what it is. As we know, the fee is what is holding up Manchester City signing Marc Cucurella, as we are struggling to agree a fee with Brighton. Brighton's stance, and Graham Potter isn't in charge of accepting offers and negotiating transfers. That's going to come much higher up than him, and so from that point of view there is what is holding up this deal. And as Graham Potter says, we'll see. It is what it is. Will he sign for Manchester City? Who knows? If he doesn't, City do have alternatives in place for us to make a move. So it's all about, will Brighton move on their price tag, and it's all about the timescale here from Manchester City. And if it's anything to go by with what happened with Harry Kane last summer, it will get to maybe the first, even into the second week of August. And if no progress is being made and City don't feel like this transfer maybe can be done, then City will walk away and have a look at other alternatives instead. Now, moving on to the final transfer, and it's just something I want to quickly mention and talk about, is Jude Bellingham. Now, he keeps mentioning Erling Haaland and missing him at Borussia Dortmund, and if you do read between the lines, and I might be getting 2 + 2 = 5 here, but if you just have a look at what he's saying and the way he's wording it, it almost suggests to me like he's hinting that he would like to be reunited with Erling Haaland, and that of course would mean him joining Manchester City. Now, this is a transfer that definitely will not happen this summer. There's no way that this transfer can happen this summer unless Bernardo Silva is sold, and I am convinced that Bernardo Silva will be staying at Manchester City. However, next summer, Bernardo could be sold. Barcelona like to throw their weight around. They seem confident they can get this transfer done and that transfer done, and the way they're getting their money is very obscure, shall we say, and so because of that, Bernardo Silva joining Barcelona in the next 12 months isn't out of the equation at all. And if that is the case, then City will be looking for a top-class central midfielder, and Jude Bellingham could well fit that bill. Now, to me, he's more of the style of a deep playing playmaker. Think of it like Ilkay Gundogan. And his contract is also up next summer, unless Manchester City choose to apply their 1-year extension, which again could well happen. And so all I'm thinking here from a City point of view, that at some point in the next 12 to 24 months, we could be looking at trying to get ourselves a fantastic upcoming prospect when it comes to a central midfielder. And considering Jude's quick, homegrown, works really hard, and most importantly maturing into a really nice top quality player in midfield, then I think this is definitely a transfer that City could keep an eye on and potentially want to make a move in the next 12 to 24 months. So definitely something just to keep an eye on. And I just feel like something's just starting just to burn very slowly at the very beginning parts of a potential transfer and a potential transfer saga. So it's something to keep an eye on. Like I said, I could be miles off the mark, could be 2 + 2 = 5. But from what I'm getting with the early indications there, I find that very, very interesting. So there we go, guys. That has been the video. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy this video, leave a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed this video. 500 likes is the aim, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Let me know your thoughts on what you make of these transfers in the comments below. Subscribe if you're new around here. I'm going to keep you guys up to date this summer, first and fast, every single day with the latest Manchester City transfer news with my Manchester City transfer updates on YouTube, of course, so make sure you have subscribed. Also, don't forget social media links. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. My email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by BetUS. Go and check that out. All details there in the description, and I'll see you all again tomorrow religiously for the next daily Manchester City transfer update. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.